Thank you. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you. I'm Morysiak. I'm the man in the chair, and welcome to East Toronto Living. And in this video, we are going to be talking about a property in Toronto's slightly just west of Yonge Street, but south of the 401. And it's listed for It's just got on the market yesterday or today, as a matter of fact. And it's listed for $3.4 million. And it's a stunning property. So hey, if you want to learn more about this incredible property, stay tuned. Now, before I continue, if you think this content is valuable, if you're getting good information from this, don't forget to smash that like button. Leave a comment, subscribe, and share the video because it's really helping the channel grow. And I'm seeing some great growth, especially in the last few months, because the channel is really starting to explode. And I particularly like comments because comments give me ideas to shoot more videos, and especially if I get the same comment or issue, I can address the comment right on the video, or I can just send you an answer or a reply right back, and that's really great, and I'm really enjoying that. Also, if you have any questions about real estate, or you want to check out some of these amazing properties that we've been featuring, and a lot of them are still for sale, by the way. You can go back and look at some of these properties that I've been shooting, and lots of them are still on the market. And I can let you know which ones are. If you want to reach out, contact me. We can go out and check them out. But I'd love to help you out with your real estate needs, especially if you're buying or selling in the East End. I specialize in the East End. And I think also, too, I've mentioned many times, I have worked a lot. I've sold a lot of real estate in the West End as well. Okay, it's an article. It's something special because it made Blog TV, Blog TO. And the title, and I'm also going to leave a link to this article so you can read it in detail. But the title of the article is $3.4 million Toronto home comes with sprawling yard and a sauna. Okay, so like I said, it just got on the market yesterday as I did my research before I started shooting the video. And I have the TREB listing up, and I also have the article here as well. The house is on 170 Strathallan Boulevard. It is a beautiful home. I'm going to put some images in right here so you can have a look-see. It is beautifully done, hardwood floors, and you're near some incredible high-end schools like UCC, BSS, Havergale College, Allen B. Junior Public School, Lawrence Park Collegiate. The list goes on. So, I mean, this is a very upscale neighborhood. Upper middle to upper middle class. Not the bridle path, but you're maybe one level below the bridle path. The bridle path has, $20, $30 million homes, but this is, like I said, this is. I mean, back in the day when interest rates were very low, there were some people that were probably buying in this area that probably couldn't quite afford it, but because the cost of borrowing money made it possible for folks to buy stuff, especially when prices were a little bit cheaper. However, we were a little bit higher in interest rates. And we're going to be hopefully seeing some rate cuts, which I'm really looking forward to. I think it's going to help our industry move a lot more. I'm very optimistic. But this property is really something special. It's a Georgian facade. Everything is very bright, very, very nice footprint. What really grabs me about this property is the huge backyard. It boasts, I think I saw it here somewhere. It's, where did I say? I think it was something like 6,000 square feet. give me a sec here. I'm just looking through the here. Let me check the MLS here. Maybe that'll get quicker, faster info. It does have okay. The lot size is, what is the lot size? Bear with me, folks. Okay, 45 by 133 feet is the lot size. Okay, so that's not bad. I mean, for Toronto standards, that's decent. 45 is a pretty wide front footage, so it's a long home. And 133, that's not massive, but it's workable. But I'm looking at the pictures here. It's got a beautiful backyard, beautiful garden. So if you're a garden enthusiast, which I'm hoping to be in my next home, my current property, my current home, it doesn't have a garden, or the front garden is very nice. I have nice flowers and stuff in the front, but I can't grow a vegetable garden or so forth. But I would like to, and with this place you can. The funny thing about this property, what strikes me in the dining room, it's a nice big dining room, but they have a circular dining room table. I would have used a more rectangular dining room table because that would accentuate the size. It's also just a little bit more classy. This looks like a restaurant, round table that you would get at a diner or something. I don't know. That to me, I know that the stager, I think messed up on that one there. I would have put a rectangular dining room, especially the kind of people that would be buying this kind of a property are going to they're not going to visualize themselves so much having dinner in this dining room. I don't know. That's just me. I'm picky that way. I can be. I do like the kitchen. It's a decent sized kitchen, average to large size kitchen. Now it's got a table in the middle, which is nice because some of these islands, I have a problem with a lot of the islands that they're putting in homes, modern homes, because they'll put a sink in the island. They'll put an oven, and there's no proper venting for both the sink or the oven, so that doesn't work. This one works because they put a nice table, a nice big table. You could take the table out if you don't like it, but you've got that. You've got this nice table in the middle. You could put a couple chairs there, and you have a nook there, but you don't need it because there's already another nook. And it's very functional, very very good kitchen. Obviously, very new, very very pretty. The real piece de resistance is, it's got a nice clawfoot bathtub in one of the bathtubs in the bathrooms. I like that. So a lot of people like them, and I do too as well. Obviously, if you like taking long baths and all that, it's very elegant, very, 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 very relaxing. And speaking of relaxing, the piece de resistance is a couple things. As I mentioned in the title of the article, it's got a sauna. Wow, you can't go wrong with a sauna. Gotta like that. Nice cedar sauna. But I like the deck here. It's got this, and I quote, pleasant cottage country-esque feel with charming Muskoka. They call it a Muskoka room. So it's an enclosed porch in the back. You have, I think, windows or screens or both. So you have this nice little back area where you could have your coffee, relax. And I'll show an image right here. So here's a little image of the back here. And, one could see themselves just relaxing in the back. This is a really high-end, beautiful home. And also, there's another outdoor deck there. So if you want to just sit out, get some sun, have your coffee out there as an option, you've got some choice. And again, the backyard is very, very doable. You could have a vegetable garden in here, and it's also very shaded too. So there's a very shaded area here, and also an open area where you can get a lot of sunlight to grow your pot plants or your vegetable garden, which I would if I was a buyer of this property. Is it worth $3.4 million? That's a good question. It's worth what a buyer is willing to pay. And the fact that it's been only on the market for 1 day, it's hard for me to determine whether they're in the ballpark of the neighborhood. I'm going to guess that they're close. I need to do some more research to see what properties have been selling for. And they're kind of in the medium price range for a property like this. Now it's also made blog TO, so it's a hot tamale, this one. Certainly, if you have any questions about this property, I will forward you any details that I find out. But I would like to know. I'd like to see another week or two it being on the market, and see how many showings they're getting. But from what I can tell, it's somewhere in the medium price point. From from my experience. Again, I would have to do a lot. I would have to do more research. So off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you right. If this is going to be if this is what they're hoping to get, or if they're setting it up for multiple offers. Let's just go have a look here. I'm going to see if they have an offer date. And from what I can tell, there is no offer date, which is good. Offers welcome anytime. So that's good. That means that this is probably somewhere in the ballpark of the price range. You see, when we put an offer date on it, we're setting it up for bids. Any smart, experienced realtor will they will put an offer date, a week right from it was listed, and that means that the price will be very low, and the price will be deliberately low so that the market can clearly see that it's underpriced, so the buyers know that they're going to have to compete. When you put an offer date on it, and you have to have a low price, because if you put an offer date and the price is in the market, that sends the wrong message to the agents, to the buyers. Then they're thinking that you're expecting to get more money for the property, and buyers are going to pass on the property, which you don't want. So from based on that and some other things, this is probably this is about what they're hoping to get. And I would say that's about a fair price. I mean, I would probably negotiate slightly lower for my clients. Definitely give it a good college try. Okay, well, if that's I think if that's pretty much wraps this segment up. I think we've covered a lot about this property, and again, if you have any questions about this property or any of the properties that we've been featuring, or you want to go out and look at properties in this area or in the East Toronto area, here's my contact information. Call me, text me, send me an email, send me a carrier pigeon. Let's go out for coffee. Let's have a Zoom meeting, and also don't forget to smash that like button and leave comments. Also share the video and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, and again, we're going to be going over to a twice a week format. Going to be feature. Yeah, thank you. We're going to be going over to a twice a week format very soon. We're just going to get more properties on the go here. I'm looking forward to doing 2 videos a week. But don't forget, every Thursday at 5 o'clock, without fail, I put out a new video. Thanks again, and have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye now.